Before we begin, please heed this warning. Trading in Forex involves a significant risk of capital loss and is not suitable for all investors or traders. Hello, if you're watching this video, you're already part of the group. If this is your first time seeing me, welcome to the group. The purpose of our group is to support each other, help each other, and succeed together because in Forex, there's no competition among us. It's one big market, and there's room for everyone. We are continuing with the TradingView setup. www.tradingview.com. You can find the link in the bio. First, you must create an account by signing up through email or Gmail. TradingView is a social network for traders of all kinds to share their analyses and thoughts. What we need is the chart section. In this section, you can access analyses on various markets, such as the stock market, futures, Forex, including CFDs, cryptocurrencies, indices, and economies. This platform provides the opportunity to explore virtually every type of market available. We need to make a setup as simple as possible. The simpler, the better. Not overly complicated like those in chats where they add too many elements and overload them. Not done in this kind of manner, where, for example, it might seem like an expert to you, but in reality, it's just unnecessarily complicated. Please, what I need to do here is to kindly ask you to do the same on your platform. Make things as simple as possible. If you see that things are progressing too quickly, please pause or go back to better understand my process. Let's start with the TradingView setup. First, go there and click the X button to remove all the pairs from the watch list. In this section, right-click the mouse and select Remove. We're reducing the details section as we don't need them. Let's go to the top left and enable the dark theme. This color is better for the eyes. Now, let's right-click the mouse button. Next, go to Settings in the Symbol section. Turn off borders and the last value line. And in the time zone, select the time zone that suits you. In the Status line section, please disable the OHLC values and change description to ticker. In Scales, we don't change anything. In the canvas, for grid lines, we set the opacity to 0% both vertically and horizontally. For text, choose a size that suits your needs. In margins, we set top to 10% and bottom to 10%. In the trading section, we won't use it, so we remove all the points. Also in the events section, we will remove everything. There, you can change the layout name and save it. In the next step, we have timeframes. Let's select our favorite timeframes, choose 1 week, 1 month, 1 day, 4 hours, 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 15 minutes. They are located up there now, so you can easily choose them. Now, we need to choose the analysis tools. To start, for the first one, select Cross. For the second, choose Trendline, Horizontal Ray, and Parallel Channel. For the third, pick Fib Retracement. In the fourth step, go with Head and Shoulders and Elliott Impulse Wave. In the projection section, select Long Position, Short Position, Bars Pattern, and Date and Price Range. Under Brushes, opt for Brush and Rectangle. In the Text and Notes category, select Text and Callout. In total, for every tool we need to perform a professional analysis, we only require these. In the future there may be some changes, adding or removing a tool, so it's good to be part of the group. So join our group by clicking the link in bio or simply by scanning this QR code. Now let's continue with each tool. We need to adjust them individually as we shouldn't allow them with various colors or mixed up. When you draw a line, a new section opens up, and it's good to adjust the color preferences because they won't change after you've fixed them once. Let's navigate to the other tool, Horizontal Ray option. Go to the newly opened section, select the color yellow, and leave the size at 2px. Select Parallel Channel. Draw it somewhere on the chart. In the new dialog box that pops up, select Settings. Turn off the middle line, change the channel line to a dashed line, set the channel color to gray, and maintain the opacity at 50%. Use the same color that we have set for the channels, but for the background, leave the opacity at 10%. Later, we will discuss the tools, why we use them, where we use them, and how we use them. Now, regarding the Fibonacci retracement, when we first look at it, it appears very complex and quite challenging to understand. Nevertheless, we must simplify it as much as possible. Let's proceed to the settings. To start, we remove the Trendline tool. In the first row, we select the color gray and in second column we write 1. In the second row, we remove it. In the third row, we choose the color yellow. In the fourth row, we remove the second column, and in the first column, we write 0.44 while setting the opacity to 20%. For the sixth row, we remove it. And in the fifth row, in the first column, we write -0.27, and in the second column of the fifth row, we write -0.618 and select the cyan color in the row above. Moving down, we remove the background. We remove the prices. In the labels section, we change top to middle and left to right. For the font, use one that is comfortable for your eyes. Finally, change the levels from values to percents. This should come out in this kind of form. Anyway, you had it as it was in the beginning, and as it is now, the simpler and cleaner, the better. We don't need to make it art. Select the Head and Shoulders tool, draw it somewhere on the chart, and click on Settings. In the label, change it to 10 and make it bold. For the border, select black color and set the opacity to 20%, leaving the background as it is. Next tool is the Elliott Impulsive Wave tool, and we leave it as it is. The same goes for the long position. We leave it as it is, but you can draw it to become more comfortable with the application. The short position doesn't need to be changed either, and the other two tools, bars pattern and date and price range, remain unchanged as well. Next, we have the brush tool. We set the color to yellow and choose a 2px size. Let's move on to the rectangle tool. We draw it on the chart and then go to the settings. For the borders, we set the opacity to 0%, and for the background, we set it to 20%. In the text tool, we have it very simple. Just choose the color yellow, and the size depends on where it is used, and use it in bold. Now we are at the last one, the Callout tool. Let's go to the settings, select bold, leave the size at 14, and choose white for the background, black for the text, and for the border. Now, for example, we have conducted so many analyses, we have the option on the left at the end to clear it, but you can also undo it with Ctrl+Z. Another method to delete it is by right-clicking and selecting Remove Drawings. Another good option to view the market differently is Alt+I, which allows us to see the chart from the other side. For example, if you have learned just to perform a certain type of analysis like this, and our eye is trained to continuously look for a sell, then we can see this kind of form from the other side, from both sides or with two different perspectives on what is happening in the market. Here we have euro against the dollar, while on the other hand, we have the dollar against the euro. Please note that TradingView is solely for analysis and observing the market trends. It is not intended for executing entries in Forex. In the next video, you will learn how to register in Forex. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to join our community by clicking the link in the bio or scanning this QR code. See you in the next video.